What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We're here in the shop. We got Mr. Kaminga.
Breaking stuff again. It was a good run. It was a good run.
We are getting the Pro XP ripped apart from the said tree that we still don't know where or how he hit that, or it hit him. Well, it's not your fault. It's the branch's fault.
Yeah.
Stupid asshole. The branch, not you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Got these to clean out and get finished off from his belt. Explosion that happened. And I am working on a new carrier bearing crosser because this tin is shit.
No shit.
Basically, these are also shit. So, we're also farmers and fabricators and live on a budget. We're going to try one of these with set bearing. And we're going to make it out of 3/8 plate. A little more thick. Just a little thicker. You know. That's what I'm doing. See if I can make this work. Set bearing, something like that. We'll put some little risers in there, make sure it's all good. And we'll make some oval holes for that. If all goes well, I will be doing mine right after. I'm sure it will. We'll make it work. Yeah, not much of these things once you get them 50 million. A lot of push pins. A lot of push pins. Push pin city.
Clutch.
Yeah, those are handy.
That's to get your fenders on.
One side. 1.5. It's insane. Literally insane. Yeah, no bueno. We thought we didn't nick the rad. We thought the rad was fine, and I said, we'll just leave it. Don't even bend it back. Leave it where it is. But I did find a little bit of leakage. Leapage? That's not the right word. Seepage.
Damn your feeble brain!
Seepage. On there, so hopefully it's a small hole and we can still fix it very easily. But the old intercooler, I think, is she's shot. So far, you've been not much more than 20 minutes, I would say, getting all this stuff off. Yeah, all right, get that puppy out of there. Mr. Dirk has the both rods out. But wasn't leaking. Still full of coolant somehow. No leaks, which is insane. To be totally honest. And then he's got this one pretty well bang on.
The main tube's back, but
Not bad.
there.
But not leaking, so
Work with that a little bit.
gonna probably pressure test it at some point. Little corners you can't get to. And then I'm working away to get this cut and straightened out. Fun. All the fun. We'll get her. We'll get her.
Pay to play.
You do have to pay to play, unfortunately.
Alrighty, I know I'm not as good looking as your regular host, but
Aw, that's sweet.
yeah, I try. But yeah, I figured you want a little update because he is otherwise indisposed. We got the old ball joints in. New kryptonite ball joints, so see how those do. Need to use the old air hammer. Open up that gap right there. Because the new ones are, I guess, a little bit bigger than the old ones are. We'll replace those two as they fail. But yeah, making progress. Gotta button that up after. Other than that, she should be ready to rock. Take a little video whenever I get that air hammer in there again. And we'll see what that looks like. Will never be that clean again.
That's what she said.
So yeah, I tried this one. This one actually slid right in there.
That's what she said.
The other one, it wouldn't even go in this far. Take the old air hammer. Wedge her in like that. And it just pops right in there. Just like this. Oh, easy peasy. You're going to kind of make sure the tip's not through that way. And that just pops right in. There's a little tip for you. Don't go too far though, because you will crack that. That side I had to like open right up to get it to go to even start. Whereas this one, at least started into the knuckles. So
We're back in the shop. Back on the old Dutch Touches rig. Still don't really have a name for this yet. Should come up with something. One of these days. Working on the new carrier bearing crosser. Here's the old unit. Just basically a piece of tin. The new unit here is a 3/8 plate, little thicker. Look, 3 times as thick. Then I've got this 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch flat bar. I'm going to put one on that side, one on this side, and then I'm going to put 2 here. And that'll beef that right up. That should be 10 times stronger than what was in there. And then we're going to just run out bearing, which Mr. Kaminga is going to bring over, I think, tomorrow. So I'm going to get this welded up. And then we got to fix these. Bend those down a little bit. I haven't figured out how or if I'm going to strengthen that right now, but you can see that kind of gap. What those bent those are. So get some ratchets or something and we'll straighten those up too. Well, god damn. Does not look freaking sexy. And it's like, I can't even touch it, but let's just say it's 3 times heavier than the one that was on there. That sucker is stout. Got some butch to it. Just a small difference there. Looks mint. God dang, that looks sick. All right. Yeah, that's gonna work. Very happy with that. I guess clean it up a little bit. Give her a prime. Give her a paint. Make it look good, even though you'll never see it. Hopefully, like ever again. And yeah, and I'll be doing that for mine. If it works out the way it's supposed to, I guess we'll find out next weekend. All right, Dirk's machine still needs a lot of work. For now, my machine also needs some love and care. Both front wheel bearings, pretty sure shot. Probably gonna grease the kryptonite rear bearings and putting in kryptonite front bearings. Get old Clifford out of there. Sitting in here chilling. Got Juan up there chilling. I really don't know why Clifford is always dead. I can't figure that out. Radio's not plugged in. I had it running 4 or 5 days ago. Put it in here and I fired up. Don't get it. Really need to get that disconnect in here. But luckily, I keep that in the machine. Dang it. It's charging fine. Oh, fumes. Fumes are getting to me in here. Clifford does sound good in here though. Park next week is apparently basically sold out. So should be a lot of interesting rides there. I'm kind of interested to see who's all there and who comes. That's kind of the same thing. Makes no sense at all.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Alright, let's put this baby inside. Rip her apart. Well, now I don't know what to do. Bearings actually, especially the driver's side, still fine. There's no play in them whatsoever. Maybe a touch of play, but this side's a little worse. I've seen way worse though. Save myself a boatload of time and carry on. Part of me is saying just do it. Another part of me is saying you have enough to do. don't do it right now. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna leave mine for right now. Truthfully, I want the 1.5 or 2 inch forward arms with new ball joints. And I wonder if I should bite the bullet and order that stuff and then just do it all at once. I don't think this is going to be a high mile trip to Minden, so pretty sure I'm just going to leave it, carry on. So that being said, this thing's never, it only comes to there. And that's like no bueno. Every time I come here, I have to like lift it up, but then it sags down. I think these are kind of shot. They just aren't that heavy. They only must be 20-pound ones. They got these bad boys. To the old Princess Auto, a little longer and way heavier. They say 79-pound on them, so I might do that. All has to come apart pretty much. Not the hinges, just all these. And then figure out how to mount them because the mounts are a little bit different. But might do that so stop hitting my head. Hitting my head sucks. And Dirk's a lot taller, so I don't think I'll ever be high enough for Dirk. But well, I got the new one on there, but it's not gonna work. This has to be sideways like it was before because there's binds. No bueno. Mr. Dirk's here. But the shock load's perfect with just one. But I'll have to change that. Son of a bitch. Well, Mr. Kaminga. Look at that.
So fresh, so clean.
So fresh, so clean. Oh, it's the fun part. Remembering where it all goes. This is rendition number 2. I didn't have the holes in the right spot. Don't look at it now. It's very ugly. And I was a little frustrated. So, not my finest work. But it'll work now. Paint's drying. Drive shaft is in. Sitting there. New bearings there. Looks minty. Then on old Clifford, plan B is kind of in place. That'll work. But I'm not sure. I'm going to try and decompress this to get in set hole before I drill any more holes. Very upset about this now. Idiot. Should know better. Should have known that would not work at all. Wasn't thinking. Got in a hurry. And I effed up. Have you blown up the clutches? Oh yeah, we gotta put a new bolt in there yet. Maybe I can do that right now. While you get the rest of this buttoned up.
I mean, I love those push pins. They're so great.
Me too. They're fantastic. Best invention ever. Because they just work so good.
You liar!
They never hold bright after you take them out the first time.
They're definitely like a one-time, one and done.
Unless you want them snug. If you want them snug, gotta put all new ones in. But, yeah, we're not doing that.
Not this one.
No, sir. Alright. She's in. Holes are, it'll work. And that's buttoned up tight, and the clearance is pretty spot on. Could have went with a little taller flat bar, but they don't make a 3/4 inch by half. You'd have to cut it. If I were to make this again, probably get it plasma cut, I think, Kind of handy. Maybe I should start selling them, because the next closest thing is Super ATV or the billet ones, and they're ridiculously expensive for how much we have into this.
All those are solid billet.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of...
It's ridiculous. You don't need billet for this, in my opinion.
No,
But
it's over the top.
and then just your kind of generic triple sealed bearing, so it should last way longer. Yeah, we're gonna snug it up, and it's all back together now. Looking freaking sick. We gotta get it like filled.
This one's still a wee bit like out of whack.
A little bit. You did pretty good though for how bent it was.
Considering like this was like back here, like kind of by my finger.
Yeah. So. Why couldn't you break any plastic and shit?
Yeah, that fan assembly I think is like $700 or $800 Polaris. So just the fan shroud and the fan.
That would not be fun.
The fan actually sounds pretty perfect.
Sounds brand new, to be honest.
Like no sound at all.
No.
So
wish they stayed like that. Not turn that
put some of
orange color
bright stuff on it.
Yeah, keep her clean. Well, it's just me, myself, and I out here in the shop today, trying to button up the old Dutch Touches machine before we head out in a couple days. We got the carrier bearing in, which you've already seen. Looks pretty minty. Now I'm just trying to straighten those bent rods. This is what I come up with. We got a bar, and it come along, and a chain. How's she looking? It's not bad. You can see the other one behind it, how bent it still is. I feel like this section needs a little bit more, but it's also making crunches sounds. So I don't know how far to go. Bending down pretty good where the chain is. And then this section's hanging up a bit. See, it's got a little wow to it. I can't fit anything in there. I don't think even a strap wouldn't go in there. That would be worth a damn. Would just break, because there's an insane amount of tension on that. Like that's as much tension as I would strap a excavator down with. So don't want to break welds. It's tougher than I thought it'd be to bend down, to be honest. I thought it'd be like really, really simple and light, because it looks like tin. It is tin. Might call it good there before I go any further. And I will see if I can strap it to the back. The back has the skid plate kind of in the way, so getting sidetracked here. All right, I'm gonna let this down. Move on to the back. Well, I kind of ran out of strap in there, so I'm like, well, I just moved the jacks and lift up on this, and yeah, that's she's she's working. I couldn't get a chain around there, so I got this. What do you call that thing? The rope thingy with the thingy? Yeah, I got that. And damn, I sure pulled it down. Probably too far. We will find out. But that worked freaking mint. The first one could come down a little bit more, but anyways, let's let that down. She's loose now. Let's see what we ended up with. So you can see the one I made, and then the one that I did before. You can't really even see it. Then that back one is down maybe a little bit too far. A little bit. Not bad though. Pretty close.
3 days later.
Found so that's pressurized with the key. We found this was leaking, and then of course the very easy one to get to, that was leaking because these stupid clamps lose their strength sometimes after they've been taken off. That's gonna suck to put that on there.
Yes.
Get in there and get at the little sucker. Yep. Yeah, you're almost there. Yeah, boy. So one thing to keep in mind before you put it all back together, you can turn the key on and pressure test this. We did not know that till after. So
I thought you had to run it. That's why I put it all together.
yeah, we thought. I would have thought the same. But apparently, is it the intercooler or the whole thing is keyed pressure? Just the intercooler pump.
I imagine the whole thing, because
because the other one's leaking too.
the main rats are leaking too.
Yeah, so the whole thing is battery powered, has a little pump in there that will circulate it through. So pretty handy. Better than the old bleed screw in the middle of the motor on the old style one case. Give her a little blow job there, bud.
Me sucky.
So we first had it was up probably there, and now it's down there. So taking a wee bit. We didn't lose that much, just a little bit on the floor and a little bit of this in the pail. We got our new intercooler in and running and sealed. No more leaks. We got our new lower ball joints. Pretty sweet. Both sides. We'll do the uppers when we have more time. He did get a full set. But those are beefy for sure. We got our new twisted fabrication cross member in there with the new carry bearing setup. Should be mint. Got the bars straight. We'll put the belly pan on when we get off the lift. Clutch is cleaned, new belt put in. See how that works. And on this project, I got the new one in. I had to drill some new holes, which kind of sucked. It's very strong. I ended up putting the lighter one in on this side just so it pulled more even. Downside is you gotta really push that sucker down. You can see the straps aren't really strong enough, and it leaves a real big gap now. Like it's hard to even push it in. So kind of sacrificed a bit of, this side's still pretty far out too, but I'm sure that's a bit from the other side. Sacrifice a bit of that, gap there to have it open all the way. So I think I'm gonna go get some more clamps. I don't know, I'm thinking here, an over center to pull that in. Don't know, because it definitely opens now. Like, and it opens Before it wouldn't, it pretty much would hit my head. It would come maybe to here, kind of deal. She opens all the way. I was thinking what I could have done was left the lighter ones on, but moved them out 3 or 4 inches. Might have been a better way to go. These are super powerful. We'll see how it goes. See if I can find the right straps. Other than that, Clifford's ready to go too. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. As always, we get some pretty good views in the last quite a few videos, so makes you kind of want to just keep on trucking along. And we got a few in stock, and we're going to Midnight Park for Adrenaline Junkie Productions Jamboree. So it should be good. A few guys going, and not sure, might just do one day there, and then after go somewhere else. See what the park's like. Never been. Give a big thumbs up. Share it. We'll fucking see you later.